welcome back to Happy Apple Core Homestead. Today we're going to go over preserving green beans, but in the freezer. So down in the description box I will put a link to my video on how to pressure can green beans, but if you're not into canning, freezing is a really good alternative. I've already gone out and harvested them, obviously. Got a nice big giant bowl here, and they've been washed up, and the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to cut them. You can cut them however you want. I make sure that I cut the head and tail off. So for each one, and of course I'll grab huge like swaths at a time, but just to show you, whoops. So just like that, head and tail them, and then into the pot they go. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these done really quick. I'm gonna grab big chunks of it and just kind of chop them up really fast. You can cut them however you want. You can cut them in like small little pieces, you can leave them long, you can French them like we do when we're canning. I'm just gonna leave them long because I'm happy with that, and this girl right here does not have time to French these beans today. This is a really quick and easy job and a really nice way to have basically farm fresh food, but it's in your freezer. And yeah, this is lovely. It's gonna work out great. I'm gonna get these cut up and then I'll see you right back. We are back. I have head and tailed all of the beans. This bowl here is just the tops and bottoms. I'm gonna give them to my chickens. If you don't have chickens or animals that will eat them, you can put them in your compost and they'll turn into beautiful dirt to use next year. This pot here has all of the green beans inside. And you can do this in two ways. You can either get the water boiling ahead of time and then just throw all your beans in, or you can just cover the beans with water and get that up to a boil. I'm gonna do it in the latter, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cover them to the top with water, pop them on the stove, and I'm gonna boil them for 4 minutes. After that's done, I will see you back for the next step. All right, these green beans have been blanched for about 4 minutes in boiling water. It's time to plunge them into the ice bath, which I have ready here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. Just a bowl full of water and ice cubes. And we're just going to pull these out and pop them in here. Might be easier if I used a colander. That's a good haul. And just stirring these up into the ice water. I'm making a mess. Typical. Okay, I'm gonna strain the rest of these out and get them in this bowl, and then we'll go on to the next step. One of the things I wanted to tell you, this might sound kind of strange, but whenever I steam vegetables or do this blanching, I kind of like to make a tea out of that, put a little salt in it and just drink it. There is so much nutrients that come out of the vegetable when you cook them, whether it's steaming or boiling. And it's actually really nice for your health, and it's very soothing. So next time you are steaming or boiling some vegetables for whatever reason, whether it be preserving or just making your evening meal, I would like to encourage you to, especially if it's a green vegetable like broccoli or like this is green beans, to just make a small tea out of that juice and put some salt in it, and it's just really lovely. And for me, I find it very soothing. It might sound gross to you, but I kind of love it, so give that a try. And in a second here, I will show you our next step in preserving the green beans. Okay, be right back. Okay, everybody, so the blanched beans are in this pot here. I've got several trays here for the freezer. In the background, you'll see that I am also cooking dinner. I am making one of my mom's recipes. Pretty sure she doesn't watch my videos, but love you, Mom, if you do. Her recipe is amazing. What I'm doing here is just lining some jelly trays with some parchment paper. It helps keep them clean and tidy. We can do several batches of frozen food without having to wash the dishes. If I can keep my hair out of the way. By the way, you might want to just put your hair back because nobody wants long hair in their food because of you. That's gross. But I'll be careful, I promise. All right, so we've got our papers in. Okay, trays are ready, the beans are ready, and we're just going to basically pull them out of the little bowl here, shake as much water off as you can, and then we want to have kind of an even flat layer. So not like piled up too high, but just more of a flat layer. After we get all of the beans put on the trays, we're gonna pop them in the freezer, probably overnight, because it's dinner time right now. But really, just a couple hours is all you need. We have our 5 trays of blanched green beans. In case you guys are wondering, these are not pole beans, these are bush beans. I prefer them, but you do you. I'm gonna cover these trays here with some foil and I'm gonna pop them right in the freezer. Okay, all the trays are covered and they're gonna just go right into the freezer, and I'll check them tomorrow because it is 5:30 and it is time for me to get serious about the dinner. So I will see you in a little bit. All right, we're back. The green beans are frozen and it's time to get them into their storage bags. I'm using a food saver here. And got my bag ready. I'm just gonna label my bag and also date it. That way I know kind of what to eat first out of my freezer. And it's just really this simple. Just put the vegetables right into the bag. Okay. Yep. Now I'll just put it in the food saver and hit the seal button. And there we go, all done. I'm gonna finish up the other trays and I'll see you back in a sec. And we're all done. That was easy, right? And totally painless. This is a great way to preserve your farm fresh garden bounty. If you don't have a canner or you don't like the texture of canned green beans. However, if you're interested, down in the description box, I will link my video to pressure canning green beans. Both this method and my canning method, they're very firm still. These will be more firm, so if you're really into that, these are still gonna be crispy. I opened a bag and put them in a casserole last night, and they were cooked beautifully to my taste, but they were definitely still firm even after an hour in the oven. And I like them that way. If you like them like way softer, I would just boil them down to your preferred consistency or texture. Probably texture is a better word. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching this video. I'm gonna hop off of here and get started on my tomatoes that I harvested the other day. That should be the next video that comes up for you guys. So yeah, have a good one everybody. Bye.